Hi guys, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. I receive stuff in the mail pretty often from viewers and from other people in the whiskey groups that I'm in. And today, we're going to do a blind flight. These whiskeys were sent to me by Nick Nikoloff. And it's a 4-part blind flight with a 5th bonus whiskey. So I'm super curious about that. I got my notebook here so I can write down a few notes if I need to as we go through this. I think number 2 needs just a little bit more. This is going to be fun. I love doing blind flights. The keys are here. Super excited to do this. I've already had my warm-up whiskey, which was 5 whiskeys. I did the kosher Buffalo Trace video. I shot that a few minutes ago. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It was super fun. So much fun to do. But let's do this. A blind flight. There's not much that I like more than doing a blind flight, because I have no idea what any of these 5 whiskeys are. So let's do this. Super excited. Oh, what is that? Like cinnamon nut bread? Maybe cinnamon banana nut bread? A syrup, maple syrup. Oh, that smells amazing. Wow. I don't know what this is. I don't think this is something that I've had before. Cheers. Oh, coffee note right on the mid palate. It doesn't feel high proof. This feels, more of a mid-range. Oh, what the heck is that? That's lovely. It's got a hint of a youthful note, but not a lot. So I don't think this is super young. But it's, oh man, that is great. There's a hint of smoke. There's a hint of smokiness in there. I'm not sure what kind of smoke. It reminds me of like barbecue smoke, like either hickory or, I don't know. I don't think hickory. But there's a smokiness to it that is freaking awesome. Oh, I really like that. Whatever that is, I like that. Let's go to number 2. You tried to get me. You tried to get me. This is Knob Creek. That's Knob Creek. I don't know which one. That's Knob Creek. You tried to test me. That's Knob Creek. It's good. I love Knob Creek. I'm all about it. Number 3. This one might be finished. This one has the wood varnish note that I get on like double oaked and on double oaked. I don't think it's those though. I don't think it's either one of those. Can you see this in the picture? My Bourbon Santa mug. There's a cereal note. There's a hint of breadiness, like crusty bread, like a baguette almost. And there's a hint of chocolate with a little caramel that's like together, like you're smelling the inside of a Snickers bar. I'm not sure what this one is either. This doesn't seem familiar to me. I think this one's something I haven't had before. But I like it. This is good. That's lovely. It's putting me in mind of like it feels almost like a Borai. I mean, it may not be, but it feels a little Lost Monarchy on the flavor, on the palate. On the nose, it's different, totally different than Lost Monarch. But on the palate, it almost presents similar to Lost Monarch as almost maybe a Borai, maybe a high rye bourbon. I don't know, but I like that one. That was too good too. There's less going on in this glass. There's less going on, but I like it. There's almost like a chocolate cereal note, like Cocoa Krispies or Cocoa Pebbles. There's almost a hint of that dry chocolate with grain note going on. That's good. That's really good too. It feels a little higher proof. It on the palate it does. On the nose it doesn't. On the palate it feels a little higher proof. On the nose it feels like there's a possibility this is finished as well. I don't know. I don't know if my brain's just playing tricks on me or not, but it feels like it could be finished in some way. That's good. But I think that my favorite's number one. Number one is seriously amazing. I need whatever this is, I need a bottle of this or two. On the nose, going back to it, I wouldn't be shocked if this was an American single malt. I would not be shocked by that. It presents as really grain forward, but not in a bad way. Grain forward with dark chocolate, coffee note. Wow. I don't know what this is, but damn, that is good. Number one, hands down, wins this Blind Flight Whiskey War. Seriously. What the hell is that? I can't wait to find out. But I don't know. I don't know if I should open these three now and then do... I'm going to pour number 5. And then I'm going to read the Blind Flight and see what I ended up with. And then I'm going to go to number 5 and see, we'll taste that and see what it is. All right. I'm excited to find out what these are. What? No way. No way. Okay. I can't believe this. This is a mind blower here. Number 1 was Basil Hayden's Caribbean Reserve Rye at 80 proof. Are you shitting me right now? Seriously? Seriously? I'm going to go to the liquor store and buy that bottle right now. That's freaking good. I've had one Basil Hayden's product before. I can't even remember which one it was now. And I hated it so much that I actively avoid buying anything from Basil Hayden, which is a Jim Beam product. I just completely avoid it. But I'm going to be getting a Caribbean Reserve Rye immediately. Wow. Okay. So number 2, I was absolutely right. This is a Knob Creek Justin's House of Bourbon store pick. It's a 9-year, 120 proof. I'll tell you what, though. This doesn't smell or drink like 120 proof. This is very, very light, very pretty, very calm on the flavor. I mean, it's a clearly Knob Creek profile. It's beautiful. It's very nice. This was a nice 9-year store pick for sure. Absolutely. That's beautiful. Now, number 3 was Jim Beam Signature Brown Rice 11-year 90 proof. So this is one of the Signature series, and I've seen these in the store and I've avoided buying it because I just wasn't sure whether I'd like that or not. And they're using brown rice for some of the grain. I've seen this specific one at my Total Wine. That's probably where I was getting the finished feel, is because it was so different that it was tricking me into thinking it was a finished product. But it's not bad. It's not great. I don't think I would run out and buy a bottle. But it's wonderful to try. Thank you so much. Now, number 4 is Old Haymarket Small Batch 4 114 proof. I know nothing about that. I've never even heard of that before. Old Haymarket. I will say for 114 proof, it doesn't smell like it. It doesn't smell like it. And it doesn't drink like it. I'll have to look into Old Haymarket and see what's special about that, because it's really nice. It's really nice. It's definitely not something that's sold here in Florida. I've never even heard of Old Haymarket before. So that's awesome. Honestly, I'm stunned. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I liked a Basil Hayden product. This may be a new contender for my favorite rye. I feel like an idiot, honestly. This is a Basil Hayden Caribbean Reserve Rye, and this is stunningly good. That is shockingly good. Oh my god. Dude. Nick. Thank you so much. What the hell? So, I poured number 5. 5's the bonus. It has its own key. Let's see what we've got. That's just wrong. Seriously? Okay. I have a pretty good idea what this is. Okay, story time. When I was 16 years old, I was in technical school for air conditioning, and I was 16. I went to high school for half the day and then technical school for half the day. And I was working towards an HVAC, air conditioning certificate. And they have this thing, it's called a VICA competition. It's vocational, industrial, blah, blah, blah. It's a competition for technical schools to have their students go up against each other. I was 16 and I won the regional competition here in Palm Beach County. And then, because I won the regional, I got to go to the state competition in Jacksonville. Jacksonville. It's a long time ago. Jacksonville. So we went up, and the competition was a total shit show. The local technical school, those kids all knew what was wrong with the air conditioners and knew all the answers to the questions. Every single winner was from the technical school in Jacksonville. So we were all screwed, and we all knew it. So after the competition was over, we went, me and my two roommates, we all shared a hotel room. It was one other kid who was in the high school program like me, and another guy who was an adult in the vocational school. And we were sharing a hotel room in Jacksonville. So after the competition was over, we got smoked and left and went back to the hotel, and we wanted to go out to dinner. So we went to Hooters, two young teenage boys and a just over 21-year-old guy. We all went to Hooters for dinner, and they didn't card anybody. And between the three of us, we killed some wings, and we killed 3 pitchers of Bud Light. Then, on the way back to the hotel, we walked past a package store, and the 21-year-old of the group went into the package store and bought a bottle of Jack and a bottle of Coke. Jack Daniels. Old number 7. Regular old number 7. We went back to the hotel room, started having Jack and Cokes on ice, and this is the first time I had ever drank a significant amount of alcohol. I had basically a pitcher of beer that I drank, and then I had several Jack and Cokes. And I spent the rest of the night in the bathroom reliving dinner in the opposite direction. And the very next morning, we had to get up, first thing in the morning, get on a bus, and ride all the way back to West Palm Beach. And I had alcohol oozing out of my pores. And for the next almost 20 years, I couldn't even smell Jack Daniels without it turning my stomach. If I was at a bar and the guy next to me was drinking Jack and Coke, I had to move because my stomach would just start churning. And so I was turned off to whiskey until my mid-30s. Because of that experience. And then just one day my taste buds changed and whiskey was my thing. This whiskey number 5, the bonus whiskey, is in the Jack Daniels family. This is not an old number 7. It's not old number 7. I can tell old number 7 from a mile away, but this is Jack Daniels. That was a tricky, sneaky thing that you did, Nick. I get the banana. Jack doesn't offend me anymore. It doesn't bother me. If I had to bet, I would say this is a Jack Single Barrel, or I don't think it's the cast strength. I don't know. But it's definitely Jack. This is Jack. This is Jack. Let's confirm. Jack Daniels, Single Barrel Select, 94 proof. I think there's a story here. Ha ha. Cheers. Good job, Nick. Thank you for this blind flight. Thank you for this bonus whiskey. This was an awesome experience. I'm so happy. This was so much fun. Until next time, have a great day.